Hello YouTube friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Beth, the Red Cross Stitcher here on YouTube and Instagram as well. Today is March 26th, 2025, and I have got a lot of stuff to show you, so pull up a chair here in my studio and let's get started. If you like the content of my videos, would you please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and comment on my video, and do all the things we do on YouTube? I would appreciate that so very much. Thank you. So today I have one fully finished object, 3 finished objects, some new starts, haul, and then of course a few things that I've been working on. I'll also go over some quilting. I've got some crochet to show you as well. So got a lot going on that I've been doing, even though I've been absent for a little bit. I had gotten the flu after we went on a camping trip, came back and tested positive for the flu. Don't know if I really had it. I didn't have a lot of symptoms, but I did have that. And then I had to go to the dentist to get an old filling repaired. So he told me it's old, that filling is cracked, we need to do a crown. So they do the temporary until you can get your crown, the permanent crown. And of course I had it just a few days and it fell off. So I didn't want to film during that either. So it's been a couple of weeks longer than I typically want to go. But let me go ahead and show you some things. But before I start, I'd love to know, do you all have people in your home, or it doesn't even have to be people in your home, I say it's others, that steal your things? I feel like I've got some invisible person that comes in and takes my things, whether it's my scissors, my fully kitted charts, fully kitted up project, anything like that. So I have a chart that I purchased when I was at Barefoot Needle Art Retreat in February. Brenda Gervais, and I'm almost positive it's Grand Old Flag 2. I can't find it. I have no idea where it's at. No idea. And I tell my husband, I'm like, somebody stole whatever it is. It's usually cross-stitch or quilting items only. And he said, you mean to tell me somebody broke in our house and all they took was your fully kitted project? Yes, absolutely. And that's how I feel. I'm like, what is going on? But I can't find the chart to show you, and I hope I can find it soon because I want to do 2 more of the projects. There were 3 smalls that she has in that project. So I can't show you the chart, but here is the one that I did. I used moonstone, 36 count moonstone with the called for floss 1/2, and I did this for my daughter-in-law Eileen. She lost her father in April of 2023, and I wanted to do something to memorialize him for her. So here is my project, my finished project. And then this is what the back looks like. But I think that is so cute. After I did it, I wish I hadn't turned it into a pillow. I would have preferred to have framed this in a small frame. But in my head, I'd like the pillows for my dough bowls. But I know everybody doesn't have a dough bowl, so I wished I would have done this different for her. But I love it. Absolutely love it. So that's my fully finished. Hopefully I can find that chart soon. Honestly, I have no idea what I did with it. And the only thing I can think maybe I did, if we can't find the thief who stole it, is potentially I might have put it down in a bag with another another project I was working on. So I will go back and make sure that I didn't do that. The next thing that I worked on is, let's see, Redwork Pears by Annie Bees. And I did the center one. I used an unknown fabric. It's a linen, 36 count linen, and I used Manor Red by Classic Colorworks. And I'm looking in this bag too, because this was one I had out. And there is my finish. So I'd be curious to know, do you all have people or unseen people that take your things, move them, and it takes a while to find them again? I would love to know, to make sure I am not the only one that has that problem. I am intending to do the other pairs as well. So I've never turned one into a pair, so that will be a first for me for that. The next one I finished is Blackbird Designs Salute to Abigail. And it is out of the Sweet Land of Liberty book by Blackbird Designs. And there is the picture. I had this kitted. My sweet friend Stacy, the 911 Stitcher, was at, I think, the Bristol sampler at the attic, and she had Jean kit this for me. This is an R&R production, 36 count, old stationery, and I used Soit Alger, what Jean converted it to for me. I did this in honor of my maternal grandfather, and you all know that, or for those who have been watching me, if I'm doing a sampler, reproduction, or just a it doesn't even have to be a reproduction, I like to put in my family members' names instead of the person who had originally stitched that piece. So this is in honor of my grandfather, Jack Bragg Sr. He served in the military, and I wanted to honor him. So this is my finish. So I did his name here and his birth date on the other side. But I love it and glad it's done. So I went today actually to look for a frame and haven't found one yet. So I will be looking for a frame for this one. So I'm not sure yet if I want to put it in a white frame or what kind of frame that I want to put it on. But that is that one. Okay. And I know I'm seeing a little bit of a shadow. I'm hoping my pieces come across good. I had to wait today to film. I went shopping earlier, but came back and then they were cutting grass in the neighborhood, and they do a few homes, so I had to wait till they got all of the homes done. The next one is a Primrose Cottage Stitches, Leaves of Autumn. This was written to use color and cotton. I didn't have color and cotton, so I converted mine to DMC, and I did this on 32 count mushroom. And let's see, this was one of my older WIPS. I think I'd started this in September of 23. So this is a big win for me to now have this one completed. So now from my works in progress, the WIPS, I have 2 pieces that are left from 2023. Dwelling Place by Teresa Kogut, I started November of 2023 at Thanksgiving, and Dasher and Dancer by Hobby Press. Hobby House Press or Hobby Press, I'll have to see. I started that Christmas Day of 2023, and those 2 are my oldest WIPs that I have. But there is my finish. So again, I converted mine to a DMC, all DMC with, I think one of the oranges were a Classic Color Works, but the rest of them were DMC. So I like this one. So when I went shopping today, I was at Hobby Lobby, and I found a frame. It's in the home decor section that I'm not sure if I'll use it on this one or if I'll use it on this other one that I finished. I'm going to wait and see which one I like with it better and then decide. The next one is The Maker and Mender by Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. So I did this one, and this said Barb's Blend. I don't think this was Barb's Blend, but to be honest with you, I want to say it was Prairie Grass, but I am not positive. But it is a 36 count. I did use the called for colors, or the called for floss. And there is my finish. The blue, which is Mountain Mist, I believe, for these grape looking things on this side. And this did not, mine was really light. It's a little darker in person, but it was light. So that one is done. I can't wait to get this one framed too. And like I said, I will, depends on which piece that I like the best in the frame that I bought. Okay, let's see. Let me get into now the red pear. That was a new start and a finish. I did do that one. And I have one other new start. Yes, one other new start. The next one is Rejoice Evermore by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. This was my birthday start. I started this July 26th of last year. I am doing this on 32 count Vanilla Cream by Rogue Fabrics. And let's see, my board is not big enough. So I have put in the house, and let me see if I can hold that. I put in the house, the bird, let's see, finish this band here, and the flowers I am starting around the border. Now, I was going to continue on, and I'm like, I better get these flowers going because I absolutely hate saving that till the last. I've still got the eye to do on the bird, but his wings are satin, has some satin stitches. Now, this has some satin stitches, I think, up here above this band and below this one. The alphabet goes across here. I've got another bird, 2 more birds on the other side, and then the flower pot that goes on top of the house. Now, for my changes on this, I don't know if I will do the satin stitches down here. I'm not positive, but I know I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to put my maternal grandmother's name and birth date across this, if I can get it to fit. I believe this is where I'm going to do it. If I can't, I will omit the alphabet and put her information down there. So either or, there or there. So I will make some modifications. And I do not like doing the satin stitches. I didn't mind it in the wing, but just to go across the satin stitches, I don't enjoy that. So we'll see. But my goal is to get at least one side and either the top or the bottom flowers done before I finish the bird and start on the flower pot on the house. Then I'll come and do the other side and then the top. So on this one, I am using 2 strands over 2. And you know, to be honest, I do like it. I don't like necessarily stitching with 2 strands, but it makes it pop a whole lot better. I think it is much more vibrant. So that is Rejoice Evermore. And I told myself I wasn't going to let myself do another birthday start if I could not finish this one. So I'm hoping I'll have that one done in maybe 2 weeks. I'll have it done. The next one I'm doing, I had showed you this. I had picked this one up from Barefoot Needle Art when I was there in February. And Christy from Okie Stitches, OKIE_stitches, had it and asked me when I was going to start mine, she'd like to start hers with me. So we started this on March 1st. American Welcome by Plum Street Samplers. So I am doing mine on Millennium Fabric Sparrow 40 count with the it called for some, let's see if this was Cottage Gardens maybe. I'm almost positive this was, some of it was. And no, I'm sorry, Color and Cotton. She had a few Color and Cotton. So on the Color and Cotton, I converted to Classic Color Works or Weeks or even Gentle Art. She gave a conversion for that. So I did do the conversion that she gave. And there is my start. Now I typically start upper right hand corner. So I've started down here. It goes, here's the bottom. And let's see. Yes, there is a line underneath the water that says, let's see, God bless the US of A. So I'm not going to put that in there. I'm doing this one thread over two. So that is my American welcome. The other one that I worked on are my two oldest works in progress, which is Dwelling Place by Teresa Kogut. So now this is my oldest one. I'm doing mine on 36 count Confederate gray with the called for floss. So that is how big. Oh, sorry. I had it all sideways. And I can cut it now. I get so afraid to cut. Even though I know that it comes over this far and down that long, the only thing I think of is what if I fall in love with a frame and I need a little more margin. And so that keeps me from cutting it yet. So I am all the way around. Oh, sorry, I've got a dangling thread. I am all the way around. Everything is put in the border. The only thing I have to go back in and do are fill in. So you can see, let's see. So the ones above are filled in. So I have to fill in all of the stars. And yes, and on these, I've got to fill in the middle on the other ones. So I put in, I think I put in this berry basket and the birds and started this in the center. Yeah. So this one is, I know it will take me a while. I don't know if I will even have it finished, because that's big, by the end of this year. Look at all that I still have left. I mean, some dents. So not even just the grass, but look, all of that is dents, the house. So I've still got quite a ways to go. So this one, I am at least stitching on, trying to stitch every month. I don't have a limit of how many days or anything, but I do want all my old pieces caught up. And I know I have some bigger things that I've started. His Eyes on the Sparrow? Consider the lily, not Consider the Lilies. His Eye is on the Sparrow, I think is the one that I started with a group in our stitch group. That thing is huge. That will be a multi-year project. So I know I've got some big things going. The Dasher and Dancer is my next piece that I worked on, and I do not have the printout of the front printed out so I can show you, but I know that you all have seen this. This is on 40 count vintage country mocha. I am using the DMC. Let's see. I think it's 221. And that is where I am. So I had started filling in more of this border, and then I came down and started on the tree. So I worked on this one. This one's fun to work on again because it's one thread. It's just, it feels like you stitch and stitch and stitch on it, and you can barely tell that you've done anything. So that is everything that I have worked on cross stitch wise. I'm almost positive. Yes. So I'll put my board up. So that is everything I've done. So I've done, you know, felt good about what I've done and what I've gotten completed. Like I said, getting a few of the pieces that I had carried over from either 2022 or 2023 and getting those marked off. So I'm thankful for that. So I'm happy, very happy. Okay, let me show you some haul, and then I'll talk about what my loose plans are. So my friend Della, sweet lady, Della is a treasure for sure. She bought me this Heart to Hand Spring is in the Air wool project. I've never done wool. So I am looking forward to this. This is one that you would hang just like on a little tiny table topper. And I just fell in love with that little chick and the sheep. It's beautiful. So she bought me that. So cannot wait to get started. The cross stitch haul. So I purchased 3 Market new releases from Market, and I had Barefoot Needle Art go ahead and kit them all up for me. So I got Tiny Town Nativity by Heart and Hand. I have done the Big Hearted Tiny Town and the Patriotic Tiny Town. So cannot wait to do this one. And I have turned them into a drum. I also got the Nativity Frill as well. And then I bought Brenda Gervais Liberty. Those were my 3 that I have bought so far. Amy and Memory kitted, I'm going to assume the Nativity Tiny Town. I don't know which one she did for which, but I'm going to assume. Picture This plus Sand. 36 count of this. And 36 Picture This plus Wren. And I got a fat quarter of each. So I think I'll do Liberty on this one, and the Frill and the Tiny Town on Sand. And they kitted it all up with all the floss. So I've got to get these in project bags. Okay. Let's see, what else have I got? Okay. Della, Denise, Rachel, and I went to a, it's not really it's their shop, but it's like an outside from their home barn area. And for the life of me now, I cannot think of what I can't think of what their names are. If I can remember it, I'll put it in the description. But I bought some quilting fabric. I got half-yard cuts. I got this one. I'm sorry for the crinkling. I got this one. And they're sisters. There's two sisters. And they curate. Some of them are all the same brand, manufacturer, designer. And then some they mix based on colors. They put them on a pizza round, like a cardboard pizza round, and surround or wrap them. They've got different ways they display that, and they're great to go in and see. Got this one. And this one. And this is not all French General on this one. I think the other were all French General. Yes. So this is a mixture of some other designers, but that went with that grouping. So I will be making a quilt out of that. I got a fat quarter bundle, tried and true. You know I love my patriotic. And then I got 2 fat quarter bundles, Lori Holt. This is Hometown. And Mercantile. Didn't have this one. So I got these. And I think that is all of my haul. So I'll get into the quilting and the crochet. Behind me, I do not have this quilted. This is a quilt I made for my granddaughter, Ellie. This is, I think it was 2023 Fat Quarter Shop charity quilt kit. I bought the quilt kit and made that. So I do need to get it quilted. I have the backing fabric. It's a pieced backing fabric kit. I've got that as well. So I need to get that done and get this one quilted. This is using Corey Yoder fabric, sun washed, I believe. So I think this was the 2023. I am also participating in Sherry McConnell. She is a moda designer. Her blog, and she has a YouTube, A Quilting Life. She does a quilt along every year, and I am doing that with her. She releases the block the first Monday, I believe it's the first Monday of the month. So you will have 12 blocks, and at the end of the year, she then gives you the finishing instructions. So she's already released how much fabric that you will need for the quilt along. So I'm doing mine patriotic. I am doing this in, I think it's Because of the Brave, or it might be Red, White, and True. I can't remember. It is a Riley Blake. This is a log cabin block. So the only thing that changes is this center block will change. The rest of this remains the same, so you can actually go ahead and cut all your outer log cabin strips, and then every month this center block gets released. So here's block 1. This is block 2. And this is block 3. So I've done that. The other thing I am working on is Lori Holt has well, she has a YouTube channel, but she has a video on her crochet pillows. And so I am making, and you see I've not tucked any of my ends in. I am making these granny squares. And I am going to do a pillow, and it is 3 rows. I want to say it's 3 rows of 4, but I'm not positive. But I'm doing a bunch of them. So I have them done, and then you will join them together to make the pillow. And once you have the front done, you'll do the same for the back, and then you will stitch your pillow inside of that. The other thing she did was just a larger granny square, and I believe this you bought the 12-inch pillows. I haven't blocked these yet, so I have stitched the front and the back, and I will get these blocked, and then you will then just stitch your pillow inside of this as well. So I have that done. What else have I done? I think that's pretty much it. My goal is also to whittle down my works in process that I have started for my quilting as well, so I can get that down. I think I only have, I went through my stuff. I'm so proud of myself. I went through my stuff and said, what am I going to finish? What am I not going to finish? And rehome that. So I went through some things. I had bags and some quilts that were started that I either fell out of love with or whatever the reason, and just decided to go ahead and give those to someone else who wants to finish and get those done. So I am down to, I think I have 3 quilts, tops that need to be finished that I have started. And I think that's it. That's where I'm down to. Yes. And I have 1 bag in progress that I haven't finished yet, that I've got to get back to. So for my plans for cross stitch, Tiny Town is a definite. I am starting that ASAP. I want to do that. I want to continue to work a little bit on Dwelling Place and Dasher and Dancer. Like I said, the goal is just to work so much of it a month, not in a row, not a set amount of days, just that I'm touching it every month. And I want to get more stitches in this American Welcome, and I want to definitely get my birthday start finished. So when I come back, I'm hoping to have that one done as well. So I'm just trying to whittle those works in progresses down plus start. And I've said this many times, I am a process stitcher. I don't want to necessarily have 100 WIPs though going on at one time, but then again, maybe I do. I don't know. I know that I enjoy sitting down with needle and thread, and that could be knitting needles, that could be my crochet hook, that could be doing cross stitch or binding a quilt by hand, which I don't do as much anymore. I typically do those on the machine. But I enjoy my hands to be moving all the time if I'm at rest. As far as watching TV, you know, doing that sort of thing, that brings me joy. And so if I've got a lot of stuff in process, that's fine. I am not going to worry about it because I typically kit my projects up. So I've got them kitted, ready to go. There are some newer ones that I've got to get in project bags, and these came, they kitted them for me, but there are some that I have that I need to actually, excuse me, get kitted. So I need to get those put together and done. But I enjoy that. I can just pull something out and get started. So if they're sitting kitted, I think what Carol Saltbox Stitcher said, if they're kitted or they're, go ahead and start them then. There's no difference than them sitting kitted as them they're sitting already started. So I'm just going to work on what makes me happy. I just don't want the pressure and stress of feeling like I'm overwhelmed. And if I feel that way, then I won't add any more starts. But I do like seeing that I am completing things. I just don't want it. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know what I'm going to do with some of the stuff that I've done. I may end up giving away to family members just because I don't have like an entire wall of cross stitch. But I'm still going to stitch because I enjoy it. Again, it's just that the joy comes from the process for me. So I so much appreciate you all joining me. Thank you so much. I thank you for your love and your support of my channel. And I hope I'll be back maybe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks. My husband is retiring, so we're going to be doing a retirement, what we're calling our retirement tour. We're going, after he retires at the end of April, we're headed off for a little bit. We're going to take the camper and just go and enjoy ourselves for a little while. But I'll let you know more about that before I go. But thank you for spending time with me. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you all later. Bye.